How to upgrade your GPU. Now, you might think that it's straightforward, and in some cases it is, but in some cases it's not, and things will go horribly wrong. So stick with me here, and I will cover what you need to do before swapping out your GPU. Now, if you are upgrading, for example, from a NVIDIA card to another NVIDIA card, or a AMD card to another AMD card, then it is usually pretty straightforward, where you just unplug the power cables when the computer's off, of course, and remove the screws, and then pull the GPU out of your case and install the new GPU and plug back in the cables and screw in all the screws and hook it back up. However, if you are switching from NVIDIA over to an AMD, or an AMD over to an NVIDIA, you're definitely going to watch this video all the way through. So what you're going to want to do is download the Display Driver Uninstaller utility. And if you just Google DDU download, one of the first results should be at guru3d.com. And if you click on that to download the utility. Now, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can click on the links to go ahead and download it. Once it's downloaded, you want to unzip it. And here is where the magic sauce is. You'll want to right click on it and run it as administrator and then extract it out. Then come into the subfolder here, and here is the Display Driver Uninstaller. Double click on it and open it. And this part is important here. So right now I am not in safe mode, and ideally you do need to be in safe mode. So I'm going to show you how to do that next. To reboot in safe mode, all you have to do is click on the start button and on the keyboard hold down shift, then click on the power button and finally click on restart while you are holding the shift key down. And keep that held during reboot. And when you reboot into safe mode, you'll want to reopen the utility again. And remember, right click on it and run it as administrator. And let me step you through the next steps on removing the old drivers. The next thing that you're going to do is select the device type up here, and you would select GPU, then click on this selection here and choose which GPU manufacturer that you currently have. Now, currently for me, I'm running a NVIDIA 3070 Ti, so I would select NVIDIA. Now, you want to come over to the option here on the left that says clean and shut down for installing a new graphics card. So basically, what this does is it will completely rip out the drivers for your existing card and then shut down your computer. After the computer shuts down, I highly recommend removing the power cable and grounding yourself so that you don't have any static electricity that could cause further damage. Then remove the cables that are going to your existing GPU. Carefully remove the screws from your existing GPU and the power cable to it, and then remove it from your motherboard. Then take your new GPU, install it back into your case, then hook up whatever power connector that it needs, screw it back into the case, and then plug back in all of the cables that you had connected previously that are connected to your monitors. Then finally put the power cable back in and turn it back on. Now, when you first turn your computer back on, if you're running Windows, it should automatically detect some basic driver so that you'll have some functionality. It is still recommended that you go to the manufacturer's website and download the drivers for your specific card. Then install those drivers and you should be good to go.